Okay, so this comic is not entirely done, or may not be done. I'm gonna give you the caption I have so far. I have there's the caption is right there. However, I may add to that or alter that by the time it turns up in on the computer as a finished product. Okay, so bear with me on that. In the meantime, uh, I'm going to start in the foreground here. So I've done this as a composite again. It's going to be uh, these three aliens talking to this guy with this in the immediate background and this in the sort of far background. So with all that understood, I am going to put the fat kid right here, right like so. As you can see, with the I'm sort of doing. I'm gonna probably be doing a lot of editing this, so I'm just gonna hop in here right away and go for it because I got this is sort of a it's sort of an involved piece. This this logo is my Carl the Pig logo, and I throw this logo on a lot of my stuff just for fun. I kind of like the logo. It kind of gives people a reason to. Just it's just a fun logo. What can I say? So he's just sort of a fat dork of a kid, you know, not really knowing what the hell's going on. He's he's just like what are they doing? What are they talking about? I don't understand. Um, just a big fat, a little fat dumb kid, and he's got shoes. Here we go with the shoes. You know how I feel about shoes. You know how I feel. Okay, and that's one shoe. This is the other shoe. Um, it's I get quiet. I get quiet when I get into a tough drawing spot, so bear with me on that. So that's the other shoe. That's the kid. The alien. I'm going to draw the one alien talking to him right here, and he's just chattering, and the other aliens are more or less looking on, and I don't want to get too crazy with the details on these aliens only because they're so small, right? So I'm just kind of they're going to be very rudimentary. I'm gonna make their suits fairly simple. I don't want to kill myself with them. Um, so he's like this, he's like that, giving the greetings to the alien or the human. Okay, so that's the one of them. That came out pretty nice. I'm gonna have this guy standing behind him here, just kind of looking on. I might not even put any eye sockets on him. I don't know. We'll see. But I kind of want to make him more or less just a observer here. All he is he's just a flavoring article on this. He doesn't play really any role other than a visual candy here. Something so the cartoon doesn't look quite so vacant is what's going on here. So he's just like an alien in the background. And I drew another one, so I'll throw him in as well. Why not? Right? Right? I drew him. I'll include him. And he's again just another alien in the picture. He's got no significant role here. He's just um, he's just another face in the crowd, as it were, just to give the just to give the comic some interest. I can't help but I think I've said it before about just the simple line background. I know that when I'm reading a comic or looking at a cartoon, I kind of feel like if you're phoning it in with just a line background. I'm not. It's not that you can't do it. It's not that you shouldn't do it. It's just that I prefer not to do it. So there they are. They're talking to him. They're in the foreground. Okay, so one of the fun things about this one is going to be their vehicle. Their vehicle is going to look vaguely like a Winnebago version of a of a spacecraft. So just again, this is just for fun. I think it's just a stupid thing to do, and that's what I'm here for, right? That is why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this for science. I'm doing it for humor. So, suck it up, man. All right, so let me. I've got. So, one of the things I'm going to kind of give it some what looks like metal trim on the inside, to kind of give it that 60s vintage stuff. And it's got a bit of an overhang there, but it's also got a bit of a bulge. And then I'm going to give it some headlights, and then I'm going to give it a kind of a grill going on here. And this grill will be just, I don't want to get too crazy with the grill. So there's the grill. It's got pods coming out. And I don't want to get crazy with the pods because that's easy to do. You can really lose yourself in making a fancy landing apparatus, but that's not really the point of this. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to add a window here. I think I was going to add like a big screen door kind of thing, but I think I'm just going to add like it's going to look like a vintage 50s sort of openable window like so, and then I'm gonna put like a vent on here. That's all it's got going on. So that's it, and then the coloring will be probably a brown and white coloring. So I'm going to turn my paper here to give myself a nice clean arc, because I'm going to that's that arc, and now I'm going to make a big looping arc around here. I'm going to try to clean that up a little bit. So this arc here, oops, it wasn't as clean as I would like. So as you can see, if you're not much of I don't know how good a drawer you are, but obviously it's easier to make arcs on one side than the other. You can still do it. It's just very easy. It's much easier. So that's the in fact, I think I'm gonna put like a split down the middle, like it's this, and then I think I'll put the thing there, and I'll even suggest the far edge of the windshield there. Okay, so that's the, like I said, I think I'm gonna put like a W thing, so right there. So the part of the fun of this one is that it's also sort of stupid looking in as much as it does look like a sort of an alien Winnebago. And then I'll just make it just barely. So that's the thing in the background there, and I think I might just suggest some. I think I'm gonna put my lines going like this, like it. They're just gonna be very light, and I can always eliminate them later. But I kind of want to make them look like they're made out of sheet metal. There, that I think that improved it. So now the final thing is in the background. I'm just gonna throw in a. I'm gonna throw in the tree, and I might leave myself some room here to put up and down the. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll just put a. I'll put it up here, and I'll put it all the way across, and I can add it to it later. All right, so I don't know if you can see that tree. So I'm going to draw a tree here, and I like to kind of draw my grass first. I kind of like to put long pieces near the tree, because as if somebody were mowing it and didn't quite get up to the tree like I do my mowing. So. So there's our tree, and I will give it some flavor here with giving it flavor. I'm okay. I'm pretty decent at drawing trees. Sometimes you think, you know, I, I, I think we have a lot of trees where I live, so you know, I get, but you think, gosh, they shouldn't be so round. But a lot of times trees are very round. Okay, so there's my tree in the background. I'm gonna squiggle off here with some grass, and I'm going to squiggle all the way across to some grass, and then I can either use it or not use it, depending on how I feel with the background. And I might draw two angles of grass. I might draw an angle of grass coming like this. That's a little too wavy. I kind of like to make it look more jaggedy, and give myself some skirkles there. One skirkle. Kind of a skirkle, and so I kind of like to make it look more like, okay, so there's my jaggy line. I'll put some dots in there, and I might draw a jaggy line with a bit of a slope. I can either use it or not use it, and if I decide to go one way or the other, I can do a mirror image, you know. So there's my slope. Okay, so that's a done deal. That is another comic, my friend. That was a pretty pretty busy comic. I did have a bird, or I could throw a chicken in. I don't know if I'll do it. I could throw a cow or a chicken in the background if I want. I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so let me sign that. I drew this pretty recently, so let me slap my John Hancock on here. All right, that is another complete tune. Let's see what I do with this on the computer. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise even for me. So I'll show that colored up, and at least one version, maybe several, finished in a little bit. And ta-da! So this one came out pretty nicely. I really liked it. I liked the way the spaceship came out, kind of looking like an alien version of a Winnebago. The aliens were fun and cute little bluish green guys. The
kid looks appropriately dorky. I'm gonna give myself C plus B minus on this. It came out nice, and like I said, I can use this tune, the background, and a little, in some, maybe some future cartoons. Either edit out the kid and put in an animal or an adult or something else, or just change the caption. So we're gonna wrap this up. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one.